to build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can participate. Set a delay between messages. I like that. Hide or put people in timeout. Wow, I've been in timeout a lot. Manage messages held for review and add moderators to your channel. I like that. I like that. I might have to give that some more thought. First time I've seen that message, folks. Let me clear that. And I want to welcome you all today to another edition of, that's right, The Shocking Truth. And today, look at this. I'll be talking about The Shocking Truth today on As I Believe It, live now on YouTube. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd. I just got this edition off the newsstand out here regarding Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. You feel me there? Sebastian's been missing for 6 months now. And are we any closer to finding Sebastian? I'm going to tell you, yes, we are closer to finding out where Sebastian is and exactly what happened. So join me, if you will, as we discuss the shocking truth as I see it. Let me open this paper up. It looks like it's a lot, but there's nothing on the other side, and everything I'm going to read there is rather quick. So stick with me here. You ready for this? I think you are. I hope you are. Today's episode, Tuesday's episode, safely stored on YouTube. For all of the, good morning, Kendra. For all of those of you out there wondering, where's last week's shocking truth? Well, I talked to the FBI, and the week before that, I talked to Katie Proudfoot. And today, I did a vote over the last couple days, and like the majority of you wanted me to talk to Katie again. And it got me thinking that, you know what if Chris and Katie really are innocent? And think about it for a second. For those of you who think Chris and Katie are guilty, try to put that aside for a second. Leave it alone and try to think positive for a second. If Chris and Katie, well, let me just read my notes here. As many of you know, I am committed to going live on YouTube every day for the rest of my natural life. As long as I am physically, mentally, technically capable and able, and I must be able to say that without reading it. And that could be another 20 years if we're blessed. Yeah, I could be doing YouTube Lives for another 20 years. It's great. I would love to do it when I'm 86 years old. What about 90? Oh, wow. In this series called The Shocking Truth, that's what it's called, right? The Shocking Truth. I am currently talking to people that I might never, ever normally be able to talk to. My earnest hopes and prayers is because of the social media attention, they may stumble onto this and they may watch and listen. Perhaps they'll respond accordingly. So Sebastian Rogers, 6 months later, we're getting closer to finding Sebastian Rogers. Today I am indeed talking to Chris and Katie Proudfoot. You both are innocent. So speak up, damn it. Come on, it's time. Hi, Katie. Hello, Chris. And thank you for tuning in, watching and listening to what I have to say to you too, not to anybody else, not to the other social media influencers and creators. I'm not looking to get rich doing this. I'm looking to help people. And right now, today, I'm looking to help you, Chris and Katie Proudfoot, because I want to say this. Should I say anything that you might want to comment on, you are certainly free to use the comment section here on the live streams or pre-recorded shows I do. I get every notification. Some of you know when you type me a comment, I reply almost within 60 seconds because I'm OCD like that. I get all my notifications on YouTube. I normally do not answer the telephone since I've retired, but if you want to talk to me, just text me first and say, hey, it's Chris, hey, it's Katie, I'd like to talk to you. You can text me at 757-793-6656, 24/7, because I don't answer the phone and I turn my text ringer off around 9 o'clock at night, you know, the old guy schedule. But being retired, I now have all the time in the world to help you two and do my part in helping to keep Sebastian's name out here in the social media mainstream. If there is a message you really want to share without anybody's greed or selfishness or underlying motivation, I would like to think I might be of service. And if I'm correct, both of you really are innocent. I can't imagine how that must feel. Fact is, I'd hide too. You know, if I was in your situation, if my child disappeared and instantly, I'm a stepfather, okay? I have a 48-year-old stepdaughter. I've raised her since she was 1.5. She's my daughter. Not my stepdaughter, she's my daughter. I'm her dad, okay? Forget the legalities. Chris Forget Seth for a minute. Seth, with all due respect, you're his biological father, but Chris Proudfoot is Seth's father too, okay? That's a shared fatherhood, okay? With all the public gawking and pointing fingers and whispering, it's no wonder that you two have been in the spotlight. However, instead of hiding from that spotlight, Chris, Katie, nudge Chris again, use the spotlight that's been thrust upon you folks. Use social media, use it. Become a louder than Seth voice when it comes to finding your son. Chris, Katie, I'm gonna say it like this, screw everybody else and stand up and start finding your son. Start finding out what happened. I'll tell you what I think in a few minutes as far as what happened. Focus on being a husband and a wife that is now determined more than ever to put this to rest so you both can resume a normal life, hopefully with Sebastian. Whatever that is now in this crazy mixed up world, a normal life. Chris, as the man of the house, I believe you've consoled Katie to the best that you know how. Well, you're not all over social media. I've seen your two Facebook pages before they got all screwed up on social media. You guys are just normal people doing a normal job. You're out there working the full-time hustle and grind. Katie, you've raised Sebastian for 15 years. There's no way you don't love this little boy, this young man. Chris, how long have you been his father? There's no way you don't care about him. The rest of you out there, we all yell at our children. Forget your selfishness on how you think Chris and Katie have been parents. And focus on the child himself and finding him. The internet community, Chris, Katie, if you use us, we will support you. We will stand behind you. We will help shield you if you give us a chance. There's plenty of bad people out there you've given chances to. Don't stop giving people chances to help you, to help find Sebastian. Well, and then I got 3 little bullet points down here on the bottom here. I see they want me to cover this stuff for you. When I say they, I mean me and all my personalities, right? I think you know what I'm talking about, right, AV? I think you do. Listen, the FBI, latest updates. Last week, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, as most of you now know, have taken over this case. Now, instead of assisting the TBI, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, or the Sumner Sheriff's Department, they will be assisting the FBI, who is now in charge of this case. Their FBI is going to go back and look at Sumner sheriffs, every one of you Sumner sheriffs. They're going to look at all the TBI agents that have been involved. They're going to screen everybody, everything. That's what the FBI does, right? That's how they solve cases. That's how they make things happen right away. It's just sad that it took 6 months, but in all due respect, if they were assisting the TBI and Sumner Sheriff's Department, then they were involved, but they weren't in charge. Now they're in charge. And you know how you know they're in charge? Because last week when they said they were, they put out a $50,000 reward. $50,000 reward. So if you're in Tennessee and you're not out looking in the woods right now, you're not walking down the streets looking into places where a child could be hiding, shame on you. The $50,000 reward for information leading to the location and return of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, or, here's the big or, say you have knowledge that somebody in your neighborhood has Sebastian locked away. And say you have knowledge that for whatever reason he's no longer there. Maybe he's passed. But you have knowledge. Do you want to make $50,000 by sharing that knowledge with the FBI, or do you want to wait and go to jail with everybody else involved? Come on. Come on, people. Here's the or. Information leading to the return of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, or arrest and convictions of those responsible for his disappearance. And somebody out there knows. And because you know, you're also responsible. You have a get out of jail free card with a $50,000 attachment to it if you'll just get up and speak. Call the FBI. Get an attorney. Call me, I'll speak for you. There's so many ways you could do this. And lastly, I want to say this. This case will be solved. Absolutely, there's no doubt in my mind that this case is going to be solved. And I can't wait to see Chris and Katie's name cleared. And all you naysayers out there, all you Team Sebastian that sides with one family or another. Shame on you. Stop pointing fingers at people and start saying, how can we help? How can we help find Sebastian? Not how can we help other YouTube creators. If you want to help me, just subscribe. I don't need your money. If you want to subscribe and you want to join, great, it's 99 cents a month. After 5 months, I'll send you $6 back if you didn't get any value for your $4.95. I'm not looking to get rich, I'm looking to help. Chris and Katie, you guys are innocent, okay? Start reaching out to those of us who want to help you prove your innocence. You don't need to in America, you're innocent until proven guilty. Let some of us help you do that, okay? Let us help you prove your innocence. Stop hiding, 6 months is too long. It's time to come out. Come out and start talking. Let your voice be heard. Let Nancy Grace and JLR and everybody else point fingers at you and call you names. You know what? It's keeping everything in social media. It's what's going to solve this case. Either get in the stream and go with it and help make things happen, or get swept up in the current that's coming around behind you. Because this case, like I say, it will be solved. Folks, subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. I'm out in the woods right now, wishing Sebastian was out here in the woods with me right now. I'm in Virginia Beach. I know he's not out here. I've walked out here and looked, but that was less of a meditation and thinking good thoughts for him and the family, everybody, including Seth Rogers. You know, we don't know what happened to Sebastian. That's why we're still talking about it. And for all you know, Chris Proudfoot, Katie Proudfoot, Seth Rogers, they're innocent. What do I believe? I said I would share it, right? I think he's hidden in the neighborhood in somebody else's house that nobody knows about. I hope he's still alive there. Only the FBI will find out, will they, at this point? Sumner Sheriff, TBI, you got anything to say? Type it in the comments. Go right ahead. I'd love to respond. And Chris and Katie, again, 757-793-6656. Text me if you're going to call, because I do not answer my phone. Y'all have a great day. Wherever you go, whatever you do, like me, do it in your Subaru, and visit me at SubaruSteve.com. Later, folks. Bye-bye.